Please note, part of this story, the questions asked of the witnesses are fictional, because at the time of the Taylor trial, shorthand reporting had not come into popularity, nor was court reporting efficiently done. In the making of a transcript of evidence to be used in an appeal to the State Court of Appeals, the judge would write the appeal, the lawyers would write out the evidence or testimony given by each witness in a narrative style. These transcripts were not done in the present-day question and answer style, as only the answers are given by the witnesses that was recorded. If the lawyer's transcripts did not agree on the testimony given by the witness, the judge would then write the questions which caused the disputed evidence in the transcript of the trial. This is done only in this transcript. But according to Mr. Johnson, there were 12 exceptions that were supposed to be sent to the appellate court with the transcript. These exceptions, whatever they were, never made it to the court, and now have been lost to time. As the first person on the scene after the shooting had stopped, the Commonwealth called Jemima Harris to the stand. This is a paraphrase of the testimony as found in the Charles Johnson book. Jemima Harris testified that she had heard of the death of Ira Mullins from his son, John Harrison Mullins, on the evening of May 14, 1892, about 2 p.m. She had previously lived with Ira and his wife Lorenza at their Pound, Virginia residence. Harris testified that she had heard that Ira and the others had been killed, so she immediately headed off to the Pound Gap area. On her way to the area, she passed by the house of Floyd Branham. She got his wife to go with her to the place where Ira and the others had been killed. We strongly urge everyone who is sensitive to how someone is found at the time of their death to please skip this section of the testimony. She testified that when she reached the place of the killing, she found Ira and Lorenza Mullins, John Chappell, Wilson Mullins, and Greenberry Harris laying dead. She stated in her testimony that Wilson Mullins was on his face, laying in the road dead about 15 steps from the wagon. Ira Mullins was shot in the face and temple, but did not look for wounds on other parts of his body. Her son, Greenberry Harris, was shot in the head. The 2 horses were shot and killed. Ira Mullins' wife, Lorenza, was laying flat on her back with her top dress thrown up, and her legs were crushed or broken and were doubled back behind her body. Harris testified that they had straightened her out and covered her face. Harris also testified that she, quote, saw right smart of blood around each body, all of them were dead, never looked around the ground very much, unquote. At this point, Harris testifies that Spencer Branham lived on the foot of the mountain and was the closest residence to the place of the shooting. Harris states that she saw bullet holes in the wagon, and that she knew that Ira had money and his wife Lorenza carried it in a pocket on a belt under her clothes. Harris states that she had lived with Ira Mullins all of that spring because he was paralyzed and couldn't help himself. She stated that he could not feed himself without help. Harris states that, quote, about 3 weeks before he was killed, someone shot through the window into his bed. The ball went into the shot through the window into his bed. The ball went into the bed covers on which he was lying. The ball looked like a .44 to her. She didn't know that Dr. Taylor carried a .44 pistol. She didn't know where the ball was, unquote. She then stated that Ira Mullins lived at Pound, Virginia, close to Eli Swindle and Doc Swindle, that they were not over a quarter mile from his residence. Harris stated that the last time that she saw Ira, Lorenza, Greenberry, and John was the Saturday before the killing, when they started to Elkhorn in Kentucky. Harris then testified that she saw Ira's wife had some money before she started, but that she didn't know how much it was. However, it was well known in the community that Ira Mullins had money and his wife Lorenza carried it. There is no record of the defense questioning the witness, and thus ends the testimony of Jemima Harris. We at Kentucky Tennessee Living would like to thank you for watching our series on the Killing Rock. Don't forget to hit the like button, as more likes we receive, the more likely YouTube will suggest our videos to other viewers. Also, to receive notice when we upload a new video, be sure to subscribe and click the bell for notification. We thank you for continuing to support Kentucky Tennessee Living as we bring to you the history of the Appalachian Mountains. We must remind everyone that the story names Killing Rock, the Oft-Told Tales, and Killing Rock, the Untold Story, and Killing Rock, the Trial are all under Kentucky Tennessee Living copyright.